Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. This is going to be another guide for Gray Zone Warfare. I just wanted to say a quick thank you, really, one more time for all the support that I've been getting the last couple of days since this game released and I started doing content on it. You guys in the comments and watching, you have been killing it. Like, you showed numbers that I haven't seen on this channel before. In 48 hours I got like 11k views or something, which is ridiculous, to be honest, so thank you for that, and I appreciate every single one of you watching. If there's something that I did wrong, or if you don't agree with some things that I'm saying, let me always know in the comments down below. You could always join my Discord server as well, if you wanna be part of the community. I think I'm going to try to build one now. If you need like Gray Zone mates or something, I have a Discord down in the description below, and if you want to play, just join and let me know. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the health system. I talked about weapon builds already, and I brought out 2 videos already on weapon builds and 1 armor guide, but that's not everything in this game. Because if you're like me and coming from other games, like for example PUBG or like any other game that just has like 100 HP and you can just heal yourself with items, and you don't have like 50 different types of injuries and 1 million healing items that you can use in different scenarios, you will probably have no idea in the beginning what you're doing. And one mistake that I was doing in the beginning, because I had no idea what I was doing, is even if you're full HP, you can use healing items like everywhere. And you don't want to do that. Also, you don't want to use items on the wrong spots. Like right now, I can't use the surgery kit, but I could use a blood kit, a bandage, like a tourniquet, and all these items. But you don't want to do that, since that's a waste. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the different types of wounds that you can get and how you can treat them. So let's start off right away. The most common type of wound is a bruise. Bruises heal over time, and like when you go to your body, I'm going to break my legs real quick so you will see that. But if you're getting a bruise, that means that you got hit into your armor and the projectile got stopped by the armor. So for example, if your helmet tanks a bullet, or if your body armor tanks a bullet. So as you can see, my legs are orange right now, and I have the hurt status effect. So right now I could use a splint on my legs. I should have a splint in here, and as you can see, I could use it. But I could also use a bandage, which is not going to help with the injury, of course. So yeah, be careful of that. So when it comes to bruises, when the bullet gets stopped by armor, that will be also like, it will say that there's a bruise, like there will be like a small icon and it will say bruise. Don't treat them, they will go away over time, so don't use any items on them. The second type of injury that is like more serious, I would say, is a wound. And wounds, there's 3 different types of them: light, medium, and severe wounds. For a light wound, and for wounds in general, first of all, that means that you got hit into your body. So bullets passed your armor, or if you're not wearing armor, you got hit. That also goes for melee weapons, of course. There's three different types of wounds: light, medium, and severe. If you have a light wound, that's basically like a bruise. It will go away over time, you don't need to heal it. Light, medium, and severe wounds can be healed though, if you use bandages. So when you use a bandage, the wound will go away. Because what happens when you have a wound is you are hurt as well, but you will have like a heartbeat all the time. So if you're wounded, then you will have a heartbeat. One thing that you can do to get rid of that is using painkillers. I sold all of mine since I don't really get injured that much and I usually heal myself in time. But if you don't have a bandage or a gauze, like that's also, as you can see, wounds healed per charge, that's also healing wounds. And you can also like stop bleeding with bandages as well, which I'm going to talk about in a second as well. But yeah, gauzes and bandages will heal wounds, light, medium, and severe ones, with light ones going away over time. Once you heal the wound, there will be like right now when I'm dragging this on my body, it has like a green outline my whole body. Whenever you treat a wound, that will have a green outline as well, meaning that you heal the wound. But there could be still some status effect like dizziness, or your character's just uncomfortable. There might be like a little bit of heartbeat going on. Whenever you treated a wound, that heartbeat will go away over time, so you don't need to do anything else, you just need to wait. It will say treated wound on the spot where the wound was before. So that's about wounds. As I said, wounds get healed with bandages. And if you get shot, you might get bleedings. You will get like normal bleeding, there's like light, severe, and medium bleeds as well. I haven't figured out 100% how you can heal a bleed with one item. I think there will be something on Lab Rat level 3 that will be able to heal like an entire bleed, like whatever severity it is. So right now I'm just using the combat tourniquets. They can heal medium bleeds, at least they did that for me. I just had an occasion where it didn't heal a medium bleed, so I'm not 100% sure what was going on there. But if you're using the combat tourniquet multiple times, it will get rid of even severe bleeds. So just use the combat tourniquet multiple times. You can heal bleeds with gauzes and bandages as well. It will just take more time. Like a combat tourniquet is way faster to stop a bleed, so you want to do that. Blood is also really important. It's a really important stat in the game. Like you can see right now, I'm maxed out on blood. But if you're losing blood, that will mean that if you're on like low blood, you will have less stamina. Like right now, you can see since my legs are broken, I have less sprinting stamina. But if you're on low blood overall, then you will have less arm and less leg stamina, and you won't be able to run and ADS for that long. So obviously having low blood is not that good. If you're running extremely low on blood, like really low, you could even fall into coma, and you would need to have your teammate feeding you blood through a blood pack, because blood packs, there's for example the small one which gives you 500 milliliters, and the big one which gives you 500 milliliters as well, just has 2 charges. Those will help you replenish your blood faster, so you don't get knocked out into coma. But at the same time, if you're energized and hydrated well enough, your body will regenerate blood over time. So if you're good on food and water, then your body won't drain blood, and it will regenerate over time. But if you're like in combat and you want to run away, you kind of want to use blood kits basically. Yeah, that's it about the bleeding. As I said, combat tourniquets, I have level 2 traders. There might be new stuff on level 3 traders. If there is, I will be doing a short updated video. And yeah, that's it for bleeding. For the next damage that you can get, that can happen if you get like fall damage, for example. Like right now I jumped off the roof and I broke my legs. And you can break your arms as well. Like if you get shot, you can break your arms. As you can see, the status effect that I'm getting right now is on the right side on my leg stamina. I have way less leg stamina since I broke my legs. So what we're going to do is put the splint into the into our fast slot, because you can see these lightning strikes. That means you have quick access to these slots. So if you press H, if you press down H, you can scroll and choose between the medications that you have in your quick access slots. Like right now, I'm going to use the splint. Like if you press left click, it won't do anything. If you press right click, you get out of the menu. But if you press H one more time, it will use the splint, and you don't have to go to your inventory to get the item out, which is pretty helpful if you want a fast heal. What works as well, you can just put like the whole medical container, like there's multiple medical containers. There's I think a even bigger one, but with level 2 traders you have the small container that gives you 2 slots, and 2 slot container which gives you 4 slots. You can put that in your pockets as well, and from there you can access your items as well, so you don't have to get them out. That's also pretty helpful. So H is the bind for that. If you want to go for the healing immediately, you can hold down the 4 button as well. That's the hotkey for just healing. So we just healed our damage, and now I can run normally again. So that's about damage bones. You just want to use splints. There's different ones. You can get a splint with 5 charges or a splint with 3 charges. Of course, once you unlock the 5 use splint, you want to bring that just in case you break a lot of bones. When it comes to one of the most serious type of injuries, we're talking about organ damage. We have 4 different organs in this game, being the brain, the heart, the lung, and the liver. Whenever you get damaged into those, you can heal that with surgery kits, which are these. Or you could use the suit kits, from the suture kits, which have only 3 charges, but they are used for organ damage as well. The 2 lethal organs, if you get like you can get damage into the brain. I have done surgery on the brain in this game before, but usually if you get hit in the brain or the heart, you will die. I haven't healed heart injuries yet. I think you will just insta die, but I have healed a brain injury once. What it will look like I will show in the background always clips of me healing, like bleedings and everything. I'm going to do that. So you're going to see like an yellow outline on your organ. It will be damaged, like you will be able to see it from the screen. All you want to do is like either like hotkey the surgery kit or just drag it on from the inventory, and then it will heal. But using like this, like using the bigger kits, like especially this the big surgical kit, that will take some time. I think the smaller one is a little bit faster. So you want to be safe while doing that. You can still move, you're pretty slow, but yeah, that will take a lot of time, and you want to be sure that you won't get rushed after that. Whenever you're like injured in an organ, it depends on the organ what the status effect will say, because like if you have wounds, it will say wound and like bruise and everything, or like damaged bone, you will be able to see it. On the organs, you will be able to see it as well. But for example, when you're getting shot in the lung, it will say coughing. That means your lung is injured. If your liver is injured, it will say nauseous. And I actually forgot what the brain one was like. I was definitely dizzy though. And always after healing an organ, and while an organ is damaged, you're most of the time dizzy as well. So that comes from that. So the dizzy effect is not really an injury, but like more of a status effect after getting hit. Alright, so I had to do a quick cut here because there was a thunderstorm starting outside and I had to close my window, so that's why I did a small cut here. Whenever you're healing, like I was at the dizzy status effect, there's like different kinds of status effect. Like for example, I had hurt before. Whenever you're like hurt, coughing or dizzy, whenever you're dizzy, your screen will get a little bit blurry on the edges and in the middle sometimes as well. Same goes for when you're hurt, like when you're hurt or like when you're coughing from wounds, then you will have like heartbeat or like you're coughing, so it will be really loud and it will be hard in this game to hear bots or like other enemies step. So that's when painkillers come into play. Like you can use painkillers in that case. Paracetamol, for example, gives you like 600 seconds of no pain. We can go through like the different, like these, this is against radiation, as you can see. This is against intoxication. I haven't been intoxicated yet, so I don't know about that. But as you can see, paracetamol has more efficiency. I'm not too sure what the efficiency is about. I think it's how your character is like coughing or like screaming. I think with paracetamol it's like more quiet. But I haven't had any coughing after using meloxicam as well, so I'm not too sure. I haven't used painkillers that often yet. But whenever you're like injured and your character starts yapping, you can use like painkillers for that. There's one more thing about your teammates. I will show a clip of me reviving here someone as well. Sometimes you will get knocked into coma, so you get hit into a vital organ, for example, like for example the lung. and then you will get into coma. I'm not 100% sure when that will happen. I think it's just like your body reached a critical point and you will get into coma after that. When your friend gets into coma, or like if you get into coma, it can be pretty rough in this game since it's kind of glitchy to get someone out of that state again. So what you want to do if somebody gets knocked, you want to go close to him, and then you want to press the tab button, like the inventory button, and then you're not going to move your mouse. You're going to look at your teammate's body, you're going to press tab, and then press tab or escape one more time, and then you will have the option to examine your friend's body. After you you have to examine your friend because like your player needs to know what he needs to do. So after examining your friend, it will have different options to heal your friend. Usually you're bleeding when you're in coma, and there will be an organ damage. So if you just want to get up your friend ASAP, then you want to heal the damaged organ. So you want to have your surgery kit. For being able to heal your teammate, you have to put the items that you want to use for healing in your quick access slots as well. Otherwise, you won't be able to heal your teammate. So that's really important as well. You have to have them in the quick access slots. And yeah, as I said, for getting your teammate up, you just want to use the surgery kit. If you wanna, you can also stop the bleed before as well. But usually I just go for the organ, and then my teammate can heal himself after, and he's mobile again. But if your friend, like for example, let's say you're like on this corner here and your friend is like knocked over there behind the corner, then what you want to do is stop the bleeding first, maybe, so he doesn't get up with like 1 liter of blood and being on the brink of death immediately right away. And there might be even AI or players around, so it depends on the situation. But if your friend is safe, go immediately for the surgery kit, because that will get him up instantly. Yeah, there's one more thing, or two more things, actually. I already talked about it. When you're losing blood and you have high hydration and high energy, you will replenish your blood again. But if you're low on food or water, your blood won't replenish as fast or at all, depending on how low you are on hydration. I actually tested this once since I was just flying around the map, exploring LZs and everything. I was checking out what would happen if I go to 0 hydration and energy. And right now that's not implemented. You will get stuck on 1 hydration / 1 energy. You won't get any damage, but you will get the dizzy effect. Like, you don't need to heal that, obviously, you just need to eat or drink. But you will get dizzy and your screen will get kind of blurry. But you won't be like dying like in EFT. Like in Tarkov, you could die from running out of food, for example. And that's not the case in this game. As you've already seen, or like as you can see, there's intoxication and radiation. Radiation has 8 stages, intoxication has 100. I haven't been intoxicated or radiated yet, but there is items against radiation and intoxication. As you can see, the charcoal gives -10 on intoxication, and these pills here give -25 on intoxication. And when we're using the potassium iodide, like iode, then we are going to remove radiation. So I think personally, like, I haven't been there yet. I'm going to do that soon as well. I'm going to run to ground 0 and try to get there, but I feel like there will be radiation in here. And I haven't been to every single place yet. Like, I have all the LZs, but I haven't discovered like every room in the game. But if you get radiated or you get intoxicated, make sure to use those items. And yeah, that's about it for all the things that we know about the health system right now. If there is anything new, if I discover like radiated places, I will make a video on it and I will show you where those places are. As I said, I also will run to ground 0 just to show you what happens if you go there. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope I could help you with the health system, since this is like a pretty complicated topic in the game. And especially for newer players, it can be kind of rough and you will just spam like healing items and waste them. So don't do that. I hope you understand how the health system works now after this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. make sure to leave a like and a sub, since this obviously, like, I need to do researches and I need to play the game a lot to make these videos. If you want to help my channel out and if you want to boost the algorithm, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If I missed anything, if I said something wrong in the video, make sure to dislike and leave a comment as well, just so I know what I did wrong. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.